you out here doing your thing, and you know, it's been a minute though, right?
It's been a minute, man. Again, it's good to see
We did a lot of good work together. And you know what, man? I look at that time period in my life as being, it's like my golden age right there. Everything was new. Everything was new. All my experiences was new. Traveling, recording, gradually going from one place to another. All of it was new.
Like, I mean, I can't lie. Like, I've been in the business a long time. Like, you've been in the business now a long time, and we've been through a lot of trials and tribulations. But, like, I commend you on a lot of things, man. Like, because a lot of people take opportunity for granted, including people that have been in it a long time that, you know, and you took it and you ran.
Yeah, I took it. I take it and I run with it because I know what it, you know, coming from. I'm looking back at what I came from. It's like, I want to go back there, baby. Being that me and you work together so much, and then, you know what, the whole Haida thing. Remember that? I called you.
Yeah.
And like,
do I remember that? That was that call was a call. I'm glad I didn't let go to voicemail after the phone. Real talk, because I was about that moment, like working together. When you called, when Carl called me and said, "Maine want to talk to you," and I said, "Where he at?" And they said, "He in front of your house." And I was like, "Okay, why is Maine in front of my house at 4 o'clock in the morning?" But the crazy thing about that is, and I don't know if I ever told you this, but you was working with producers that we're all friends with now and everything.
Right.
You could have went to anybody with that, and you came to me with it.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was just like, oh man, I must have made an impression.
You
on this
did,
guy.
because at that time we was beginning to build, and we was beginning to lock in, and we hit that. We was on the same page.
We was on the same page.
You know what I'm saying?
We was definitely on the page.
We was on the same page. You like, come right now. You know.
Right.
But let me ask you though.
Yeah.
And I gotta get this. Hello. It's okay. You put this in. Yeah. Just trying to go in their clothes and see if we could get a little per diem for her because of what she going through. Yeah. Check it, right? You know, being that me and you worked together so closely before, and I kind of had an understanding of what your process was like. What's different now, you know, about your process with this project that you're working on now?
My process is a little different now because I'm not smoking weed.
Word, you gave up on the weed?
Gave up all of that.
Wow.
Changed my whole direction. You know, changed my whole direction.
When you say direction, you mean
in life in general?
Life or artistically?
Life and artistically. Like the new music doesn't have any curses.
Really? Oh, so you more of a
positive.
Only positive.
Urban, inspirational.
Oh.
Yeah, like I'm here to save a generation. I'm not here to hinder nobody. I still listen to what I listen to. I still kick it with who I kick it with. Like I'm not trying to make it like you know, but that's what it is. That's what it is.
Listen to the yellow tape, though.
Yeah, nah, yo. Speaking of yellow tape, I ain't gonna lie, son. I was peeping yellow tape, right? And I was like, cause I'm gonna listen to what you do.
Right.
You're my friend, and you're not an artist. Like every artist that I've dealt with, I end up being part of their lives. Right. So it's different. Like we're friends, like we're brothers. Son, when you said you're gonna leave him on the side of the road like Jordan's father, like, okay, so my process now, that might not make it on my project. That would, and I'm not laughing at Jordan's fault. I'm not. Yeah. But that wouldn't make it on my project. Like my whole process is different. But like, yeah, my whole process is a lot different. I'm doing this project called The Harvest. And the harvest is to help save a generation.
I like that.
Like talk to these kids, get them out the street a better way. They need to hear something a little different. It's a balance. It needs to be a balance.
Nothing wrong with balance.
There's nothing wrong with balance. That's the key to life. So my process is a little different. I keep the production the same. It's just as hard as anything you've ever heard.
The message is a little different. Okay, so which brings me to this though. Being that you've developed in a certain kind of way and you changing certain things about yourself. That brings me to my next question. How do you compare this new industry, like the one that we live in right now, to the one that you came up in? Like, what's the difference and how do you feel about it?
It's funny. I was on the phone with a radio programmer, and they didn't know I was on the phone, so this is hilarious. But They loved the record. I got a record called Can't Turn Back. They loved the record. They was like, yo, we love this record, but we can't play it. And my man that's working the record, shouts to Big E, he was like, why? And they was like, it's too strong for our audience. And it brought me back to like, because if I was working a record for the streets or something like that, they would probably have an excuse like, oh, it's not street enough.
Right.
And then you get to where you're making positive records for the kids and, you know, adults and everybody, and it's too strong. It's too strong.
Too positive.
And it's not even too positive because I'm just giving a testimony in my life. It's the streets, it's this, it's that, it's turning around, it's not doing this, it's not doing that. So I look at it as it's real cliquish like anything else.
Right.
It's cliquish just like this could be cliquish.
Right.
We know that.
Right.
It's about money just like anything else, but I really feel like it's not too different. I just think people that sometimes think they're holier than thou or think they're better than somebody else, and when they're in control, it's almost a lot different than when the other ones are.
You know, it's on.
No, I already know.
Hello? Hello? Shawnee, baby. What's up, baby? Look, man, I just wanted to see if you liked that record, man, because I was like, okay, and
you ready?
so funny that we talking about the industry, right? How do people close to you relate or accept the new music?
I haven't come across anybody that doesn't like what I'm making. Like we're about 19 records in. I'm gonna do about 30 to pick 12 because I'm just getting into it.
That's what you do. That's how you're supposed to do it. 30 to pick 12.
Yeah, to pick 12. I gotta do at least 30, 35 records to pick 12. But I'm just keeping all of the production as hard as I possibly can. All my friends is liking the music. You know, I'm gonna have a listening session, have everybody come through and listen to it, just like we used to do. But every other project, it's no difference. It's just the message because I want everybody to understand what I'm doing. But the thing about it is, and I know this, and you understand this as well as being a true artist to yourself, I really don't care what they think.
Right, you got to get to that place.
Yeah, I don't care what they think.
Do what's in your soul. Do what's in your heart to do,
Exactly.
and it speak directly to your fans because, you know, you ain't doing it for the love of the industry. You're doing it for your fans. So, you know, make sure that they got what they want, and you know, that's all that matters. So, you know, with that being said, where do you see yourself next year?
Next year, I see myself with the album out. I see myself because I'm not putting it out till next year because I'm not, like, you know, we don't gas off our own adrenaline and just drop a record because we feel this is what, you know, we want to do. No, it's going to be,
gotta be right.
It's going to be right, and the people going to know that it's coming. But by next year, I feel the album will be out, the harvest will be out. We'll be on the road promoting it like I'm on the road this year. We leave in July with Raekwon and Ghostface. So that's gonna be dope, and hopefully right off that tour.
Raekwon and Ghostface, I like that. So who you listening to?
I'm listening to everybody and not everybody at the same time. I'm getting tidbits from everybody's like projects. I'm so engulfed in the harvest. I'm not really just sitting down and like a fan and listening to everybody's music. Cause I get in that zone too when I'm not working. I get on fan mode and listening, but I ain't gonna listen. I heard Yellow Tape. That boy is crazy. I heard the whole KOB. Drake, you know, J. Cole, Kendrick album was hard. Kendrick album was crazy. But I'm listening to a little bit of everybody. But really, I'm listening to the harvest. I can't lie. I'm listening to, and I'm staying focused on what I need to get done. You know.
Dope.
You know what I mean? Like we just getting to it. Just like you said, just in here working.
Just gotta work.
And just gotta work and get it all together and get it done. But it's dope.
Evrything Cost. EVC, you heard it right here on the Maino show.
He said EVC, and nobody's ever called me that.
Yeah, see that? I'm a trend maker. Yeah, I'm a trend setter. You know what I'm about.
Nobody's ever said EVC.
KLB's, man.